Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to the Pick and Roll Podcast, episode 107. I'm here with my guy Nicky Stees, and we're here to hold it down for you guys. Blaze is not feeling well. Shout out to Blaze, and Rios got work. So, Rios, go make that money, bro. We got this. We got this. How you doing, bro?
Hey, I'm alright. It's kind of, kind of tired today waking up, but still managed to get out to the gym. Once I started recording my top 5 players bids, I did 2 of them. I did one for the Hawks, one for the
Mhm.
Celtics. For those that don't know, I'm just started a series. I'm ranking my top 5 players for each NBA team all time.
Yeah,
And I got it as
it's
a playlist under my channel. So far, I recorded 2. I got more in the works.
all right. That sounds good. I can't wait. Who's the next one? Cleveland?
Actually, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Yep. I was thinking New Jersey next. So I was thinking that. But yeah, guys, we're gonna get this started. So yeah, I like it too. Maybe we'll react to it once it's all done. And then maybe we'll do one episode where we'll react to one of your videos and then we each agree or disagree. See on that. So it's something an idea. What is up, Daniel? Maxi's team? Yep, it was a great game for the Tyrese Maxey last night. Great game. I loved it. Loved every second of it. So let's just get started with this. Adam Silver was on the Dan Patrick show today, and he suggests that NBA could shorten games to 10-minute quarters. Give me your thoughts, Nikki, and everyone give me your thoughts in the chat.
I feel like this part of the reason they're doing this is to try to be is because of the backlash they're getting for too many high scoring games because it's gotten to the point in recent years where it's just absolutely absurd.
Yeah,
And they know they can't that defense or lack of defense from a lot of players is out of their control. So they're trying to find an alternative. Hey, let's shorten the quarters a little bit. Let's hope that this works and getting less ridiculously insane high scoring games. So that way, some of the people upset with these like 160, 170 scores aren't as upset. That's what it comes across as to me.
yeah. And then here, I like it just for the act of the defense will be much lower in scores, like you said. I hate it when it's like 2.5 hours. I don't like it that much because the games take forever, and especially with reviews, like they challenge it, they review it, see if it's good, it adds on, and they continue to lose the ratings. But here's the real kicker: the Olympics games. It's a different style of game. Their game is only 2 hours, so you have all these games in the NBA season and then you're shorting them down to 10-minute quarters. That's 40 to 48. And then, like, look at players like Joel Embiid, for example. Look at players like Kawhi Leonard. Maybe they'll be able to play more games with shortened quarters. So I think it's a good idea, something different, but it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna change anytime soon. It's a very interesting idea to talk about. I like it. I like it. So Blaze comes in and goes, PA Sixers and Rockets are both doing well. Let's go pick and rollers. Sometimes it's kind of boring. It's sometimes boring. I kind of like it. I am just happy Silver is trying something. Anything to try to help the product. Best commissioner in sports, in my opinion. I agree with that. And the worst one is Roger Goodell. So I'm just gonna say
Yeah.
it's something else. Blazers Bucks game, LOL. Nationally televised just because of Lillard. I didn't even watch that game. I didn't even watch. So I don't even know who won that. But back to this. I'm for it. I'm definitely for it. You got 82 games in a season. You're showing them down to 10. And then, yeah, it's just like maybe they could shorten the amount of timeouts too. Maybe that'll be different. What is up, man? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. Let us know your take on Adam Silver suggesting that the NBA could shorten games to 10-minute quarters. I like it. And he was on the Dan Patrick show. I don't know if I said that earlier, but yes, you could tell by his pencil head. But any
It's
last
worth a
things
shot.
before we go on next topic, Nikki?
I mean, it's worth a shot, like I said, to try to do something to change it up because the high scoring has gotten a little bit out of hand. I made a video about this last year shortly after I returned because you
Yeah.
had like Luca, Donovan Mitchell, and Embiid all had those like 70 pointers in like a couple months stretch. And I was saying it's getting a little too much. The defense needs
Yeah.
to improve or they need to shorten the quarter or something. And in this case, I feel like the most realistic option is if they go this route, shortening it to 10-minute quarters for the time being. It's also possible as time goes along with Wemby style of play that more players are influenced by it. And over time, you eventually start to see a little more defense in the game as the years go along.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The games are definitely what is the word I'm looking for? Um, they need to change some things. They definitely do, especially with the refs call with the challenges and everything. With the just like for me, I just want to see something different. I really do. There's probably another. I don't know. Yeah, the NBA is 48 minutes, so I am all I'm all for it at the end of the day. So. Yep, and then let me check what Arku came in with saying. Adam Silver lost his mind? I don't think he lost his mind at all. You suck on those teams, okay? I don't know what you're talking about, but alrighty. Alrighty then. So let's get into the actual top. Leave it the way it is. Okay. I like it. Just you if it
Well,
ain't
as
broke,
far as
don't
this
fix it.
goes, hey, I mean, it's a storyline, so
Yeah.
it gives people something to watch.
Mm-hmm. It is. Now let's get into our topics, and then at the end, I got something to say. What is up, Mello? How's it going, man? How's it going? League Pass has better games on than national TV. Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? Some players have hot nights. Some, yeah, right. What is he smoking? So, Jimmy Butler, man. Jimmy Butler is suspended indefinitely. He wants to be traded. He walked out of practice. I think he's going to Phoenix. We're not even get traded at all. The trade deadline is next Thursday. Give me your thoughts, Nikki.
Eventually, he's got to go. It's at the point of no return, and Jimmy Butler is not doing anything to try to keep the relationship going or repair it. He's sending the Miami Heat every sign without saying it that I want out, I want to move on. Constantly missing events, stirring up drama, and the Heat finally just said we'll definitely suspend him because they don't want him in the locker room. They don't want him there until he's gone.
Yeah, the Butler did it. The drama continues. It's funny. It's just like everybody has a breaking point, right? Everyone has a breaking point. Jimmy Butler had that last year. And then Pat Riley goes, you need to step up, man. You need to step up because if you don't, you're gone." So he got his way through every single team he wanted out from. Chicago, Philly, Minnesota, and now Miami. He's 34 years old, 34, 35. He's got 1 year and a player contract and a player option. So I'm like, if he goes to a team for 1 year, then becomes a free agent, that could definitely happen. That could definitely happen. Can you imagine if he goes to Phoenix for 1 year? All that trading, all that flipping for assets, and then Jimmy Butler stays there for 1 year?
Oh my gosh, that would be a repeat of what happened with the Sixers, where he played mostly a full season.
Yeah,
All over again.
exactly.
And the Heat, yeah, and for the Phoenix, I don't think that would really work with Jimmy with those guys. I just think him and either KD or someone would butt heads. Particularly KD. I just don't see that working. And I don't
Never know.
say Devin Booker's still there. I don't know if Jimmy and Devin Booker would be on the same page because Jimmy kind of has more of that dog like Kobe Luka mentality, whereas Devin Booker is not cut from the same cloth. And I don't think that would go over well with Jimmy. He'd probably call Devin Booker soft.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I want to bring this comment up real quick. Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. Jimmy deserved an extension because he led that team to the finals. There's a time where every team's got to turn a new chapter, right? In the book, you got to turn the page. This is this is now in Miami. Look at Tyler Hero. Look at Bam Adebayo. They have young guys, hawkweds, that they want to go forward with and build a team around them. Jimmy Butler is 34, 35. And with all the drama that comes around, I think they're better off without Butler. Honestly, I think they're better off without Butler. Pat Riley is doing his job. This whole situation is just annoying. Jimmy didn't want to come off the bench and then he left shoot around. That's what happened. Okay. Booker, Butler, and KD is a better big three than with Bestie, with Beal, my opinion. Hey, that's better than our big three right now, Blaze.
Yeah.
Pat Riley did not give him weapons the next year after the finals. He have interesting pieces. They do. They have that guy. What is it? Terry Rozier. That guy can start anywhere. That guy could be even a sixth man of the year candidate. So Miami definitely has some pieces. It's just a very difficult situation. People in the chat, do you guys think that Jimmy Butler is actually going to get traded? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. I don't think Phoenix is actually going to do anything. LeBron is 40 with drama too. Yeah. Khalil Ware, of course. That's my pick for Rookie of the Year. I made that pick in the beginning of the season. So he's playing well right now. Yep. Welcome in. So it's just one of those times. Jimmy is pulling an Antonio Brown. I don't think he's going that far. The one with the Sixers was definitely much worse than this because they left the Sixers in like a predicament. People can say the same thing about this. My favorite thing, remember in Minnesota when he was having the like drama with Minnesota and they were doing a practice and him and the third string guys defeated the starters with Karl-Anthony Towns and those guys. That is kind of funny. In my opinion, that's kind of funny. At this point, I have no clue what will happen with Butler. It's that messed up right now, but I agree something needs to happen. I don't think anything's going to happen. I really don't. And if that happens, he's going to sit out for the rest of the year. It's crazy, Nikki. It's crazy that we're going through this right now. And you know who else is going through this right now? Sacramento.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Sacramento Kings
Right.
just opened up. De'Aaron Fox. Yep. They're open. It's funny. This Sacramento organization, they let go of their head coach. They went on a massive winning streak. And then now they're open to trade De'Aaron Fox. He wanted to leave in the beginning. De'Aaron Fox wanted to be traded out of there. So, what do you think's going to happen with De'Aaron Fox?
I feel like eventually he could be out. I mean, with Fox, he's at this point he's handled it more professionally than Jimmy. He's made it clear he wants out, but he hasn't gone to the links Butler has to say I want out. I do think it's possible. I talked about this a month ago. I mean, maybe the Rockets could be a place, but we'll have to see. I mean, who are some other places? I mean, I thought about the Heat, a possible swap with Butler, but I don't think they'd be interested.
Nah, I don't see it. They got to make the trade, right? Yeah, I don't understand the Sacramento Kings. I don't understand the Kings, what they're doing right now. I think Kings just realized now Fox wants to be out, and they really realized they should do it now. He has a high value. Where do you see De'Aaron Fox? Is he like an all-star, borderline superstar? Where do you see him? Where do you see De'Aaron Fox? Is he an all-star?
I see him as an all-star.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's quite at superstar yet, but maybe if he steps up his game a little bit more, he could be at that level.
Yeah, Fox wants to play for the Spurs. Yeah, hey, can you imagine him and Wemby? That means, doesn't that mean Chris Paul has to be traded then? Does that include Chris Paul? Would he have to go to Sacramento? I don't know. Do you think Chris Paul will get traded?
Oh, yeah, that's another one. The Spurs. I was thinking that'd be a great fit
Yeah.
for De'Aaron Fox. Great, gives Wemby someone to pair up with who's a veteran that you feel could make the team better. Now, I would like to see De'Aaron Fox in San Antonio, just as long as they have the pieces to make it happen.
Yeah.
Now, maybe Chris Paul could get traded, but I don't know if he'd really. Well, he's at the ending stage of his career anyway, so he might happen.
Mm-hmm. I hope Sacramento doesn't trade Fox. I've always wanted Fox to be a king for life. I think they need a trade for another superstar that can shoot and try to win now. Can you imagine if they actually kept Halliburton? Can you imagine if they actually kept Halliburton here? Like, then your problem solved. You can move Fox. But now they are about to lose both. And it's just like you're back to square one. It's going to be a multiple team trade. No, they can use Chris Paul and Fox in Sacramento. So Fox will be the 2. I think Fox will be the 2 guard then. Can you imagine Fox going on a fast break, throwing that lob to Wemby, and then Rios will be there in the corner like this, and like, Wemby is not going to do anything. But
It would be fun to watch.
yeah, I can't wait. And I want to ask Blade, since you're in here, and Nikki, and you're in here. I'll ask Rios later. The NBA trade deadline is next Thursday. It's, it ends like around 4 o'clock or whatever. Would you guys want to stream that next Thursday if you can? Because we did that last year. I'm down. Blaze, if you're down and available next Thursday, we could stream it.
We'll have to see. I'll have to see where my schedule is, see if I can join you guys.
Yeah, because I'm definitely going to do that. I'll move my Fly Like an Eagle podcast from 4 to like 5:30 or something. Yeah, we did it last year. Remember, Blaze? Me, you, and Halftime went live in the morning talking about Buddy Hield. And then we went live later on that day talking about Buddy Hield. But appreciate the sub, man. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, King Wolf. Appreciate that. But yeah, so De'Aaron Fox, I could see him going to the Spurs. I'm trying to think of another team here. I can see the Spurs. I can see Miami. I think that's it. Any other teams? Yeah, see? I think we should do that again. Like, honestly, I think that would be a lot of fun. I don't think Rios was in it. I think it was just me, Blaze, Coach Ed was there, Randy was there. Yeah, last year. Yeah, I think I'm about doing that again. Sup, fellas? What is up, Albert? How's it going, bro? How's it going? Let me know about your Rockets, man. They're killing it. Let's talk about the Rockets since Albert is here, man. If he's an actual Rockets fan, let's talk about it. The Rockets are unbelievable right now.
Yep. Future contenders.
Yeah. They're not my pick to win it all, but dang, they got a young roster. Amen Thompson is doing incredible things right now. So I am all for the Rockets right now. Do you think they're going to make a move at the trade deadline next week? I don't see it. I don't see a move. I think the Bucks might make some moves, but who knows at this point? Yeah, I don't see the Bucks getting moved at all. I don't see it. I don't see the Bucks getting moved. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Amen Thompson is playing awesome. He's incredible, but he has no Wemby. Can you imagine if the Rockets got Wemby too? If that actually did happen? Gee, that would be crazy, but yeah, Nikki, give me your thoughts about the Rockets.
I mean, hey, we've been I said they're future contenders because we've seen these players grow. We've seen these young cores like Amen Thompson, Jalen Suggs, and Suggs or Green. Hold on. I think I'm tripping. Yeah, but these guys, we've seen them grow better. We've seen Amen Thompson go on a tear now these last couple games. 31 minutes. Oh, wait. Yesterday, though, we said, remember the 3 games, the Cavs beat them twice. Even yesterday wasn't his greatest game. He had 11 points, 5 boards. but the Rockets found a way to beat the Hawks. But one of the things about them is they're not just a one-player team. They have guys all around their roster that could score, that could get boards, that could help you out. You got those whole guys there: Jabari Smith Jr., Cam Whitmore, Amen Thompson, Dylan Brooks. All these guys in some ways are contributing factors. They're not all-stars or super. Well, not all these guys. You don't really have any superstars, but you got the right blends of players that can play together. It's kind of similar. Use a historic example, the 04 Pistons. You didn't really have any superstars, but you had the right guys that could play together and all feed off each other. Ben Wallace, the shot blocking machine of his era. Chauncey Billups, Rasheed Wallace. You also had Tayshaun Prince. All those guys and Rip Hamilton all could play well off each other and could get the job done. And you didn't have one player that was a high demand player. The Rockets here, you don't really have any high demand players with these guys, with Thompson and company, but you have guys that can play, and they're winning games. They're now the number 2 seed.
Yeah, they're the second seed behind Thunder.
Right, and they're building momentum, headed up for the postseason. They even got a win over the Celtics as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is just phenomenal.
I'm gonna pull up the roster real quick.
Go for it.
All right, there we go. Depth chart. Yeah, look at Fred VanVleet, dude. He's actually playing well, but just look at this. The Rockets have beat all the best teams, Cavs twice. Yeah, they can honestly be a dark horse for the finals.
I think like it could be similar to the Pistons when they really found their groove. That 02-03 season, they found their groove. They lost to the Nets in the conference finals, but they submitted themselves as contenders. Then the very next year, they came back and won. We could see something like that with the Rockets where they make a deep run this year. Maybe they fall short, but then maybe next year they take a step up. Or maybe 2 years from now. I think we could see something like that with the Rockets. But the beautiful part about it is with these guys, it's parity, which I feel is great for the league as well, because now you have out west, you have the Thunder, you have the Mavs. The Rockets are now creeping up into contention as well. You have the Denver Nuggets are still a potential contender. And that's good. Minnesota, that's good. Because that adds more parity. To me, parity always makes the game more exciting. We got different teams that could contend. Because to me, I was losing interest, even though I'm kind of going off subject. Like late 2010s when it was the Warriors and LeBron show, I started to lose a little bit of interest. Then in 2019 when, they finally, I guess you could say, balanced everything out a little bit. KD off the Warriors super team. Kyrie to the Nets, Kawhi, Paul George to the Clippers. It started to balance out a little bit. And since then, we've seen each year a different team wins the finals. And that's great. And now we're seeing the Rockets enter the mix as contenders out west alongside the Nuggets, Mavericks. And I'm looking forward to see how they're in Thunder. I'm looking forward to see how the Rockets do with these guys.
Yeah.
See
Arku
what
says
Thompson going to do. Where's Jalen Green going to go from there? Cam Whitmore, all these guys.
Yep. And Arku comes in and says, Nikki, as I said, they are a year away from being serious contenders. I think they can be contenders now. They have the coach to do it.
We take what the Thunder and Rockets are doing. When they rebuilt, they started from scratch, got a bunch of young guys, and now all of a sudden both teams are doing excellent. Something that our team should take notes from. If you're going to do a rebuild, you need to get from scratch, get younger guys and build them up from the ground. It's worked for the Thunder. Now it's working for the Rockets. That's what you got to do in today's NBA to rebuild.
Yeah, I think there are contenders now. They have the coach to do it. They got the roster to do it. Sengun, he's got plenty of years underneath his belt. Amen Thompson's on fire. Fred VanVleet, a great shooter for them. Dylan Brooks, my God, they paid him so much, but he's actually becoming that defensive guy, the alpha male type of guy. Yeah, I love what the Rockets are doing. Like, I think it's the best. This is their best season since James Harden by far.
For sure. All right, and Mitch, we lost Mitch for a second there. Should be coming back in a second, and we got Blaze said, "Who's the Rockets closer? The guy to count on late in games over and over. That's my only issue."
The Rockets closer, that is a good point right there. Sengun, not quite Sengun, but yeah, they're just one closer away. I just don't know who they would trade for. I just don't know. Devin Booker, I don't see Jimmy Butler. Like, I don't see any of these guys. It's going to be very, very tough, but they got the assets and draft picks to do it. And then I'm going to look at the standings right now. Let's actually look at the standings here. Come on. NBA standings. All right. This is what they need. We'll see. It could be Amen Thompson in the future. He's shown signs that he could be down the road, but not yet. Yeah. So let's go to look at this. The Nuggets or the Rockets are 5.5 games behind the Thunder.
And don't forget the Grizzlies too.
Yeah.
They could be another team that could contend in the future, man. The West is loaded for the future.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. And especially with Zach Edey, Wells, who's out for Rookie of the Year right now. I feel so bad for the Mavericks, dude. I feel so bad for the Mavericks just because of Luka. Luka's been out for like months. If they get Luka, they can bounce right back in. They can go right back in. The Spurs, not quite. Yeah. But Sacramento, it looks like they're going to make themselves get a trade. Phoenix Suns, they're going to make a trade. Yeah. A lot can happen next Thursday. A lot can happen next Thursday. All right. Now I'm going to look up the All-Star Game starters. The All-Star Game starters. Is there anyone you think that got snubbed, Nikki?
All right, let's take a.
I'm actually Googling it right now. 2025 starters. Here we go. Got it. I think a couple of players got snubbed. Really do, but it comes down to record at the end of the day. For the East, you got Giannis, Mitchell, Towns, Brunson, Tatum. Two names came into mind. Two names. You got LaMelo Ball. You got Cade Cunningham. But the Knicks are on fire right now, especially Karl-Anthony Towns. Those are the only two snubs I can think right now. How about you? You like the starting five?
I mean, let's see. Giannis, I'm cool with. Donovan Mitchell. I mean, I think LaMelo definitely should have gotten a nod in there because and same with Cade Cunningham. I'm trying to think. I mean, I maybe consider putting Cade in at the point spot, but it is in part a popularity contest too. And Jalen Brunson is the more popular and recognizable at the moment. So that's part of the reason he got in. And then the other one, I'm like, yeah, LaMelo definitely deserved it. But
yeah, Blaze, I was going to ask you this. How is this going to work? How is that going to work? You're talking about 15 starters. How is that going to work? And then you have the Rising Stars being the fourth team. How is that going to work? They didn't even bring it up at all. So I don't know. Fan vote, player vote, and media vote all counts for All Stars. So Blaze, are you part of the media? uh, yeah, I'm all right. I kind of saw this kind of coming because it's all predictable. Finally, Donovan Mitchell's getting credit here. About time. Thank God. If it wasn't for him, I don't think the Cavs would have been as high as they are right now. I truly believe that. They got a well-built roster. You got Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, who's been out as of late. You got Jared Allen. You got Isaac Okoro, I believe. You got Karis LeVert. You got other players off the bench. So I really like Donovan Mitchell there. He deserves it. Darius Garland, I think he will be in the All-Star reserves. I think he will be an All-Star reserve. You got LaMelo and Cade. That's it for the guards. Maybe Tyrese Maxey, maybe, but I got those three guys over Maxey right now. How about you? Do you think Darius Garland will be an All-Star reserve?
I'm not sure about that yet. I mean, maybe it's kind of tough with the Cavs. Maxey might be in. He might have a higher spot. Garland could not be. But you also know like Cade Cunningham, LaMelo will definitely be. If they didn't make the starters, they're definitely going to be reserves.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Maybe LeVert.
I don't think we're LeVert, but here's the
Interesting one.
West.
I'm going to have to look at all the names in the Eastern Conference a little bit closer if we're deciding on that one. But
yep. Here's the West. You got Curry, Shea, Jokic, Durant, LeBron. All predictable.
And Jokic, definitely. KD definitely stepped up. SGA for sure. He's the front runner for MVP.
Yeah. I just saw that, Blaze. Thank you. Wemby, I think he got snubbed, but I just don't know who to put him over. I just don't know who to take out. They are amazing, but I think Wemby has the case. I truly believe Victor Wembanyama has the case. For that many blocks he had averaged in a game already, it's crazy.
You could also maybe make an argument for Devin Booker too, possibly being an all-star.
Who are you going to take out?
And you could maybe put Curry as a reserve. I mean, possibly that's one. But Curry's going to win that because of the popularity contest.
Wemby, Edwards, and AD will be in a 2.
I mean, Ant should have been a starter, I feel. Actually, Ant should have been a starter.
Over who?
Over Curry. Actually, it should have been Ant over Curry. Then you could maybe put Curry and what's his face? Just escaped my mind.
Yeah.
Your Curry.
Here's a name
Booker
too.
As reserves.
Here's another name too, who keep on getting disrespected year in or year out. Sabonis. Domantas Sabonis is averaging how many double-doubles, triple-doubles has that guy had? Domantas Sabonis deserves a lot more respect. A lot more respect. Especially since Darius Garland is going to probably be, not Darius Garland, De'Aaron Fox. Oh my God, I can't speak right now. De'Aaron Fox is going to be traded. They're going to build around Sabonis. I'll take Ant over LeBron. Curry has to be there. Sabonis and Sengun. West is stacked. KD nor LeBron should be starting. Well, that's a popularity vote again. That's the popularity vote. I agree with Blaze. It should be Ant. And guys, shout out to the NFC, the Real Deal NFC East Roundup. They are live right now on the Hardcore Sports Network. Mac and Adam, make sure you guys go over there, show them some love. Wemby leads the league in blocks for a second consecutive year. Yeah, he got snubbed last year, Defensive Player of the Year. They gave it to Gobert. John Morant, he's been in. I feel like he's been injured too much, though. I feel like he missed a lot of time in the beginning. So, I know who's not going to be in the All-Star game. Joel Embiid, Paul George. I can go on and on.
I'll be back in a sec.
All good, dude. All good. Yeah, this is the starting lineups for the All-Star game. Let's go into the Rising Stars. I really like the Rising Stars this year. The Rising Stars, every one of these guys deserves it. Every one of these guys, they deserve it. So for the rookies, you have Bob Carrington, Stephon Castle, De Silva, Zach Edey, Connect, McCain, Missy, Risase, Alex Starr, Jalen Wells. For the sophomores, you got Koulibaly, you got Grady Dick, Keontae George, Scoot Henderson. Oh wow. Jackson Davis, Yaqua Jr., Derek Lively II, Brandon Miller, Amen Thompson, Carson Wallace, and Victor Wembanyama. They misspelled his name wrong. Funny. Isn't it Casey Wallace? Sabonis leads the league in rebounds and double-doubles. He's got to make reserves. If he doesn't make a reserve this year, that is a shame. That is ridiculous if he does not make a reserves. That will be a disgrace. So. This is why, hold on. This is why NBA hates the Thunder so much. Just for misspelling the name. Okay. Nikki, what do you think here of all these names for the Rising Stars?
See, you got Zach Edey. That's a good choice. Jared McCain would have been great, but unfortunately, those injuries. Stephon Castle, interesting one. Who else? Jalen Wells, Alex Sarr, they're interesting. And so far, this is mostly a good list. Even Jared McCain, I get he deserves the nod for his performance when he was healthy, but the time he missed, not sure about it. Then, Keontae George, yeah, he's taken a bit of a step up. Brandon Miller, Amen Thompson, Wemby for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a pretty good list for the most part.
I just love how they have Wembanyama in a category by himself. Look, there's no one even next to him. I love that. Just keep him alone. Keep him in a category by himself. He deserves it. The guy's an anomaly. There's nothing else for Wemby to do. I mean, this guy's going to have a bright future. Definite. Don't connect, man. Yep. You can go.
Yeah, he's the guy. Yeah, Wemby. We know he's the guy right there.
Yeah. And you look at Don Connect. I was live streaming the Lakers game last night. This guy was unguardable, making everything. And someone in my chat, I forget who it was, shout out to you. He said it's amazing how many teams pass on Don Connect. Shocking. He should have been like a top 5, top 10 East. So it is what it is with that, man. So before we do predictions, I gotta go on my rant. So you guys know that the Philadelphia Eagles are going to the Super Bowl, right? They're going to the Super Bowl. The Philadelphia Flyers congratulated them. The Philadelphia Phillies congratulated them. The Philadelphia Wings congratulated them. The Philadelphia Union congratulated them. I think the Phantoms did too. I go on and on. Guess who did not congratulate them, Nikki?
Who?
The Sixers.
Oh my gosh.
The Sixers are the only Philadelphia team that did not congratulate the Philadelphia Eagles on going to the Super Bowl. And you know why? Josh Harris owns the Commanders.
Yeah, just for that. That's the problem you have. The
That's high
conflict of
school shit.
interest with having
That's
a
high school shit.
owner for a Philly sports team for one sport, but having that same owner for an opposite sport own a division rival.
And they got their asses blown. 55-23, I think. 23 or 26. I forget the exact score. But it is just ridiculous that you're so upset for you getting blown out, your team getting blown out after an incredible rebuild year, after getting to the conference final, or National Football, oh my God, National Football Conference Championship. Like, you had an incredible year. The team who is in your city, you own the Philadelphia 76ers. You cannot congratulate them. I'm like, you know what they put up stats, Nikki, of their game the night before. The night before they put up stats of their game. They did not even say congratulations. And then here's the really part that grinds my gears. All the most of the Eagles players showed up to the Sixers game the next night. Then you're telling me you couldn't have done anything then? Maybe they did. I'm not exactly sure. But this just goes to social media posts. Am I overreacting, Nikki? Am I overreacting about this?
To me, I mean, it is. I understand it. It kind of seems like a selfish move, but at the same time, at the end of the day, it's really not going to be that big of a deal once you get to it because the Sixers have no impact on the Super Bowl, and vice versa. The Eagles have no impact on the Sixers in the grand scheme of things.
But here's the thing, right? All the other teams congratulate them in Philly. All the other teams congratulated them. So the Sixers cannot just go, congratulations, like have Tyrese Maxey in an Eagle jersey, have Joel Embiid in a Sixers jersey, Paul George in a Sixers jersey, or not Paul George in the Eagle jersey. There we go. And then here's the thing too. Paul George was at that party on the Broad Street. He was there in a thing. He was driving. Right. Like, you want to celebrate with them, but the organization does not give you a simple congratulations. I thought Philadelphia was all a big family, right? Brotherly love, right? And then now you're just petty because your team is doing crap right now. Sixers team is doing crap right now. Yes, we're on a 3-game winning streak, but at the end of the day, they suck. You cannot congratulate them. They're going to the Super Bowl. I have a really strong case that they can actually defeat the Chiefs. So they're about to make history in the Sixers. What if, Nikki? What if the Sixers or the Eagles actually win the Super Bowl? Do you think the Sixers are going to congratulate them then?
They probably would, but to me, honestly, it is what it is. I mean, Philly fans aren't really going to care that much if the Eagles, if the Sixers don't congratulate them. They're just like, hey, Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. We're happy. In their minds, hey, Sixers sucks, but we have the Eagles in the Super Bowl. They're happy about that. I don't think that many people are really worried about it.
So, Blaze is with you. I'm kind of with Nikki on this one. Doesn't matter to me that they didn't congratulate the Eagles. I feel like it's like a slap in the face. I really feel like because that's the biggest thing. That the Super Bowl is bigger than NBA Finals. The Super Bowl is bigger than Stanley Cup. The Super Bowl is bigger than the World Series. The only thing it's not bigger than is the World Cup and Olympics. And the Eagles have a real good shot of bringing that Lombardi Trophy home. I think it's a disgrace. I really do. And just because Josh Harris owns a team that's in the same division, and you're like, we're not going to congratulate them. We're just going to be, you know what? We're going to put up stats of our game the night before. Like, what? The entire U.S. watches the Super Bowl. It's exactly my point. Exactly my point. Like, I saw this video that it was titled, Josh Harris could lose his ownership for this. And I'm like, A, that can't happen. He's got to sell the team. 2, he's not going to get fired over this. That is ridiculous. He's the reason why it's like worth that it is now, $3 billion or some shit like that. It's just a disgrace. Josh Harris is people who aren't football fans. Yep. Everyone watches the Super Bowl. And the Sixers cannot even say congratulations. I think this kind of crazy. And then I'm going to go on another kind of a rant too. I don't know if this is exactly a rant, but I posted this on Twitter. Guys, let me know in the chat if you agree. Here, I'm just going to share my tweet here. I'm just going to share it. I don't feel like reading it word for word. I don't feel like saying it word for word. Let me share this out. Let me know. Arku, you know where I'm getting at. Okay. Damn, I got that many views. Oh shit. If you have a certain opinion about your team, is it okay to change it week in and week out based on their play? Or should you keep the same opinion? Stick to your word. I say stick to your word. I say stick to it. Because you've already seen, based off the history, right? It's a trick question. I can see it both ways. Duh. What? This question right here you're talking about? You're talking about what is up, halftime? What is up? You missed my rant. I said stick to your word too. Yeah, halftime. You missed my rant. Go back a little bit. You missed it. So Nikki and I were talking about this all behind the scenes, off camera, and let the people know what you thought about this.
To me, I think I'm going to add something to that first.
Go
if
for
you're
it.
changing your opinion on a week by week basis based on recent trends, I feel like you're just trying to put yourself out there for attention. You're trying to capitalize off what's been trending recently for views or clicks or likes. Now, if you have an opinion that's something that you stick by, then yeah, that's normal. Or even if it changes as the season goes along. Now, maybe if at the beginning of the season, say you're not that high on a certain player,
Yeah.
but then they play well throughout the season, exceed your expectations. After consistently playing good, you acknowledge, hey, so-and-so is playing better than I expected from them. They're exceeding my expectations. That's normal.
Yeah.
But that's something that was, you change your perspective because that player proved themselves.
Yeah. Blaze comes in and goes, I usually stick to my word. My opinion can change based on things, but I get what you're saying. If they change up and down all the time, yeah, that's bad. Changing is okay, but flip-flopping is bad. I should have put that in the tweet. I should have put flip-flopping. It's bad. There is a fine line with that. But I hate the false narratives. And like Nikki said, saying something for clicks. Maybe I was saying something for clicks. You never know. My Thunder have the same mindset going into every game. Must be nice. It must be nice, Arku. It must really be nice. Mitch is talking about Sixers fans. We suck, we back. We suck, we tank. We back, we rule. Now, suck, fire everyone. Yeah, I should have put flip flopper in this. I really should. That was my bad. But everyone is going with change your mind. Out of 25 votes, 60% is going to change your mind or change your opinion. I'm telling you, I think based on everything that's going by in this thing, and then now the Sixers are on a 3-game winning streak. Everyone is saying we're back. And now I'm just like, give it time. Watch. I'm not going to put. Hold on one sec. Alright. So, I forgot what I was about to say. Yeah. But for me, it's just like, based on everything we have seen, here we go. I'm back on track. Based on everything we've seen, and then watch tonight with Sacramento, watch them probably lose when we play and Maxey has a terrible game. Where would they be at now? In my opinion, the Sixers were mostly healthy all year. They would be top 4 right now in the East. Fight me. I agree with that. I do, if everyone's based on health. But how many times are we going to base it on health, though? How many times? It's just like, oh, see? Andre Drummond's been out for a broken toe. Paul George has been out for a broken pinky. Like, how many times? Yes, it is a big what if, though. It is a big what if. It is. I'm just getting tired of blaming injuries. Really, I am. They blew the blocks off the Lakers last night. Blew the blocks off. Tyrese Maxey torched Bronny James. I still can't believe they actually played Bronny James in this. Wasn't that great? Did you watch the game, Nikki? Bronny James was playing.
No, I caught bits of it.
Bronny James got
Maxey
cooked.
was on fire.
He got cooked. Big toes and pinkies matter. They do matter. But it's like, come on. How long has Drummond been out with a big toe? Yeah, I'm not a doctor. I know one, but I'm not a doctor. So it is what it is with that. I got my 2 rants out. You got anything to say, Nikki, before we go into predictions?
In the Sixers at this point, hey, as far as Maxey goes, if he did this on a night in, night out basis,
Yeah,
they could have a shot. But that would also be putting a lot of weight on Maxey. And I don't know if that's realistic. I mean, he's done his best he can with this team, but
yeah.
so much
I could see him being an all-star reserve. I could see it for like the lower half of the bench. The guy deserves it. I think he's averaging like what, 26, 27 points right now, and you see him day in and day out. He's got a case. I really think he has a case here. But let's go to the predictions, and then the pick and roll podcast will be concluded, and then we'll see you guys next week after that. Hopefully, Blaze and Rios will be here next week. Off topic, but Triple H will headline the 2025 WWE Hall of Fame. I saw that. That's incredible. That is crazy. Nikki, who you got? Nets or Charlotte?
I'll go with the Hornets in this one.
All right, I'm going with Blaze is taking the home teams. Okay. I'm going to go with Charlotte too. Detroit at Indiana. I'm going with Detroit.
Same here, Pistons.
The Raptors at the Wizards. I'm going with Raptors.
Raptors.
The Bulls at the Celtics. I'm going with the Bulls. I mean Celtics. Oh my God, I'm going with Celtics.
Yeah, I'm going with the Celtics in this one too.
The Cavs at the Heat. I'm going with the Cavs.
Same here.
Denver at New York. That's a tough game. That is a real tough game. I'm going with Denver though.
I'll take the Knicks at home.
Yeah. Wizards are so bad. The Kings at the Sixers. I'm going with Sixers here.
You know what? I'll take the Sixers.
Go for it. All right. And then we got Mavericks at the Pelicans. I'm going with the Pelicans. Luka's still out.
I'll take the Pelicans too.
The Clippers at the Spurs. I'm going with the Spurs.
Same.
Minnesota at Phoenix. I'm going with Minnesota.
Same here.
And then Thunder at the Warriors. I am going with the Thunder.
Yep, and Thunder.
Yep. All right, guys. So that's going to conclude the Pick and Roll Podcast, episode 107. Nikki and I will catch you guys next week. Hopefully, Blaze will be feeling better by then, and Rios will be tuning in. But, guys, before I forget, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the Hardcore Play and Rewind YouTube channel. It is pinned on my chat and the Hardcore Sports Network. Make sure you subscribe to that. And, Nikki, you got anything to say? Anything you want to plug?
What I am doing though on my channel is I said it at the beginning, but I'm doing a little series right now. The top 5 greatest players for each NBA team, going in city alphabetical order. I put it together as a playlist. I already recorded the Hawks, the Celtics. I got the Nets coming up, and that'll be followed with like the Bulls, Hornets, Cavs, along those lines, you know.
Uh-huh.
And then I'll go further down. Sixers will probably be at the middle of the point since P falls down there.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll catch you all later. Have a good rest of your day, guys, and peace.